Okay, today we're going to look at not my images. Right, these will all be images by other photographers. Photo.com just announced that their black and white competition is over and there's a winner, and they've shared the finalists. And then also the independent photographer also just finished their black and white competition and announced the winner and the finalist. So I'm going to look at these photos. Now, I had someone else open the photos into the browser and shuffle the order, so I don't know which one is the winner from the competitions, but I do have them sorted one competition from the other. So I'll look at one set, sort of argue which one I think is the winner, look at the other set, right, do the same thing. And this is totally just about, right, my own biases and preferences. Please share your own thoughts in the comments. Okay, this one. Right, I do like that there's several different places in the photo to look. Right, you get this guy doing a pose, this guy sort of doing a warm-up with a stretchy band. Right, these two ready poses. I know nothing about this sport. I don't know. It looks a little bit like an X Pro 3. The tones are okay, and I wish that these tones were darker. Overall, the composition is pretty good. Okay. Yeah, it sort of has like a digital lacrosse feel to me. Okay. I mean, I see her hair. She's pretty. It's a nice, gentle photograph. Not a lot to get excited about. I do like this. I do like the softness. Right, and that use of out of focus. But I don't know that I love that. Right, that I'm just sort of drawn to her hair. Gosh, this another sports scene. I gotta take this in for a second. It has like a right. The tones through this section of the photo are just sort of digital ugly. And I think the focus point is this boy in the background. I do like this guy, like this hand popping in, a little bit of a body. I don't know. There's not much to the quality of the black and white that is exciting me. Yeah. Okay. It's hard for me to comment on this. I see his teeth. Right? It's like he looks happy. I don't know, are the black and white tones doing anything for this? It's a lot of black. I don't really know where he is. Is he in the shower? I don't think so. Where is he? Well, now she's in the sand. Man, I feel like there is a I don't want to call it a theme here, but let's see. This this brightness feels like editing brightness, right? It's like fake reverse vignette. Um, that hand has really strong presence. The tones in the underside of her dress are pretty interesting. And the tones of her skin are very interesting. So I think sort of if you remove sort of the like bad reverse vignette, I don't mind this one so much. Okay, I see the photographer in the hubcap reflection. And man, a lot of black again. And then her lips sort of look funny in the window. And this is like black and white. Where's the gray? Yeah, it's okay. Okay, we've got some... Ugh. Right, their faces are mostly in focus. There's a lot that's not in focus. A lot of zebra. Okay. I'm sort of like trying to figure out which face is more in focus. It seems pretty equal. The theme was black and white. I guess this could be a color photo. There's just not a lot of gray tone. And the out of focus areas they're out of focus, but they're not, I wouldn't call them beautiful. Sort of stressful back here in the top right and top left. All right, I do like that top gray and the bottom black, and there is that middle section has a lot of interesting tones to it. Yeah, I do like that person. I like their positioning. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting one. Okay, all right. This is the kind of photo I would expect to see in like, right, something that would call itself a fine art gallery, right by a tourist destination. I mean, it's like, okay. And then this one, I can't decide if I like the whole composition or if it's like also stressing me out. It's like a Where's Waldo puzzle, but yet when you go to look in closely, that there's not really much that's interesting. Okay, gonna pause for a second. So that's it from this competition. I'm gonna say this one. I don't really see much texture or tones that excite me, and this whole scene sort of stresses me out. This is too much like bad fine art. This was pretty good. This one is not for me. I want more grays. And her expression was okay. I do like that one. I don't know. I wish I could. It's like a lot of black for. I don't know why. It's like This one, I feel like the focus point is weird, and the the tones just look like bad digital. I don't really want to just see her hair. And yeah, and again, this is just not a very good example of black and white tonality. So I'm going to go with that one and this one. And the winner is, I'm going to go with this one. Just because I'm just really bothered by this like really artificial brightness around her foot. Okay. So which one actually won? Let me go find out. This one did. I want to say no further comment, but really? That's the one that won? Okay. I mean, I guess I'll, it is a little bit of like, what is it? Is it a flower? Is it a, makes you, people like black and white, that sort of makes you think, oh, what is that thing? Oh, I mean, I guess it has that going for it, but yeah, not much to get excited about for me. All right, competition 2, this is photo.com. I'm going to try to move a little faster here. Okay, this looks like somebody got a hold of the color channels and went a little too crazy. Oh, this one's pretty good. I'm not sure what this like extra darkening is of these areas. This almost feels like a Ricoh GR. Yeah, sort of like I like these three people. I'm not sure what this person is. I mean, they have like a really dark black bag over their head and like look like they're stabbing him in the shoulder. It's awfully contrived. I sort of like this little shape in between them. I think this is a sort of a people pleaser. But for me, it's like I don't want to see that much. This would need to be a print, right? This does not look good on my screen. And all these rocks, I don't know. It is okay. I'm not gonna eliminate that one immediately. No, I like this one, right? I like that I see sort of tones everywhere, some grays, some textures. Her eyes looks nice. The gaze is nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that you can't really make out their face. It has lots of interesting texture. The mask. Right, some reflections in the window. It's a little mysterious. No. I mean, yeah, just, okay, moving on. There's a lot of horse. I mean, sort of his musculature and the horses are nice. The editing on this is like, it's a lot of clarity slider. Right, I don't like the editing. And it sort of feels like a strange crop. I know people that look like this. All right, and I gotta say, this is the kind of digital photos I really don't like. This super, super, super fine detail where you can just dig into their pores. I mean, it sort of works for this because you need to see his, like, all his fine hair. But it also feels, yeah, it's way too much fine detail, um, poor gradation, and just over edited in the color channel mixer. I mean, I think there's a lot of photographers that can relate to this subject matter, right? A girlfriend and a wife and a cat and a TV and it's like the photographer's dream. I sort of wish I could see more what was going on in the TV. The image is sort of bright, and I'm not sure that that's really doing a lot for. Maybe. I do. You can tell this is actually a negative with a little bit of dirt and some scratches. And I recognize there's a little bit of a soft spot for me because of the cat. So, all right. Yeah, I like the. Is it maybe a person walking their dog? It's pretty well done. Again, it's a lot of just black and gray, and I think this is a type of photo that's been done a lot. But yeah, if that was mine, I would be pretty excited. I like the composition. I like the people. Right, I like this like separation between the front person and the back three, an older man and the three youngers. I like this shadow across the top. The hands are pretty good. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, this one's just funny, right? It looks like a person with their hands in their pockets. I don't know that I'd pick this one as the winner, but I appreciate the sense of humor. A little too much. Kind of, what's this about? Okay. Oh, looks like somebody has a, I don't know what, 90 millimeter f2 overly corrected lens, and all I can see is a out of focus background that makes me want to not look at this picture anymore. Okay, looks like an old painting. I mean, she's an interesting model. It's an interesting expression. These gray tones do not look good. They look splotchy. I mean, it's interesting, like a painting. Is interesting. Often I like interesting hand postures, but this one feels overly contrived. Okay. I don't know. I'd feel better about this if this was taken by this man's brother. I don't know. I mean, it's nice, but I mean, at some point, it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of photos like this in the world, and again, it's like just a lot of black. I mean, I don't know that this is a beautiful photo, and like I just don't like pictures of things that stress me out. And when I look into it, it sort of looks like it has fake grain. And there's just so much fine detail in that cloud. Yeah. I like the spirit of the sort of find an abstract composition. But there's just not much to get excited about, and really. The composition is not super strong to me, and neither are the tones. And it's one of those where it's like I kind of look around trying to find areas that are even more beautiful when I dig into them, and I don't find them. It's sort of somehow I just kind of want to go back to looking at the whole thing, and then it doesn't quite land there either. Oh, there's too many people who have made photos like this and much better. The editing looks again, it's like a little bit too much color channel work. I mean, it's a pretty good picture of an elephant. You know, you got the little moon there, and the tones are decent for a digital image. I wonder what this man is crying about. I don't know that he is crying, but it sure looks like that. And that's sort of what the image becomes. I mean, I don't know, it just screams a digital black and white picture. You know, there's always this I feel like black and white competitions always bring out the wrinkly face people, right? It's like you can almost make a living just like letting black and white photographers take a picture of your face. I mean, I do his personality is coming through a little bit, which makes it sort of nice. The sort of sepia tone, and sort of this like digital grain in here, and just the gradation overall is just so. And there's not a lot of interesting textures either. I like his little hair at the top though. This has been done way too many times. Sort of interesting, that light coming through the curtain, but also there's like this like thing back here that's just a distraction and an eyesore. And again, it's just like not enough interesting grays. Aha, now we're getting somewhere. This has much better gradation, much better texture, a pretty interesting subject. I like the lips, the face, the seashells. Okay, I think we may have just found, that's the end of it. So let me just quickly go through and kind of pick out the best again. Okay, so just to show my favorites, this one, yep, and that one. And this is my favorite. It either looks like film or they've done a good job. It either is film or they've done a good job of making it look like film. But yeah, you get a lot of tonality, really nice texture, good contrast, good composition. Yeah. So which one actually won? This one. Okay. Okay. Until the next competition, take care.